Hello everyone and welcome to the PLV Media Broadcast. Hello everyone and welcome to the PLV Media Broadcast here at Foundation Field at Papillion La Vista South High School. My name is Caleb Tuberville and we welcome you to another PLV Media Broadcast of high school soccer between the 2-2 Buena Vista Bison and the 3-3 Papillion La Vista South Titans. Thank you to BCDM Architects for their support of the PLV Media crew. And now for the starting lineups for the Titans. At starting goalkeeper, we have Daryl James, number 0 and or 17, who is a senior this year. Starting defenders, Lathan Wright, number 3. Charlie Jackson, number 13. Number 20, Brody Anderson. Starting forwards, Quentin Dewitt, number 7. Drew Darnold, number 10. Roy Skogerbo, number 12. And Oliver Lamcret at number 14. Defenders, Brody Anderson, number 20. I've already done those. Sorry. Midfielders, Landon Skyas, number 5. Parker Hyluck, number 6. And Cole Kriska, number 8. And additional sub-in seniors, we have Bennett Barna, defender, number 9, Davis Sparks, number 18, midfielder, and Christian Campbell, number 24, defender. Today we're looking to have a really great game between two teams who could use a win today. Oh, correction on one of the names. It's Darrell James at goalkeeper, not Daryl. Looking back at Buena Vista's schedule, they've played some pretty good soccer, beating Omaha Burke 4-2 first game, but then they've been kind of rocky. And they could really use this win tonight. And looking at Papillion La Vista South, they started out a little rough in game 1, but they've kind of started to sort it out, and they could really use a win this game. With Metros right around the corner, both teams could really use a win tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Papillion La Vista South High School for tonight's Varsity matchup. Featuring our visitors, the Buena Vista Bison against your Papillion La Vista South Titans. Papillion La Vista South and the Nebraska School Activities Association promote good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. We appreciate your cooperation this evening by positively supporting tonight's participants and officials during the game. Now, if you'll please rise. Remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. And now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. Beginning with the visiting, Buena Vista Bison. Playing defense is junior number 2, Abdul Hassan. Playing defense is sophomore number 3, Isaac Montez Morgan. Midfielder, sophomore number 5, Armando Chavez Bernal. Defenseman, freshman, Gilbert Nzanye. Midfielder, freshman number 8, Alex Gomez Flores. Forward, junior number 9, Raul Perez. Midfielder, sophomore number 14, Lukman Salah. Defenseman, junior number 15, Brendan Duarte. Forward, sophomore number 20, Urian Martinez. Defenseman, junior number 23, Frank Cardona Cruz. And at goal, sophomore number 41, Eric Sandoval. The Bison are coached by head coach Caleb Hinson. And now, the starting lineup for the Papillion La Vista South Titans. On senior night, all starters are seniors. We have 14 seniors, only 11 can start. And so, in the second half, we will have number 9, Bennett Varna, starting in the second half on defense. We will also have midfielder number 18, Davis Sparks, beginning the second half. And on defense, beginning the second half will be number 24, Christian Campbell. Starting tonight, at goal is number 0, Darrell James. Playing defense, number 3, Lathan Wright. Midfielder, number 5, Landon Slikis. Midfielder, number 6, Parker Hylock. At forward, number 7, Quentin DeWitt. Playing midfield is number 8, Cole Kurska. Playing forward, number 10, Drew Darnold. Also playing forward is number 12, Roy Soberbo. Playing defense is number 13, Charlie Jackson. Playing forward, number 14, Oliver Lambrecht. And playing defense is number 20, Brody Anderson. And on senior night, the Titans are led by senior citizen Dave Lawrence. Let's play soccer.
As we await the teams to take the field, we'd like to share that it is a very cold and windy day here at Foundation Field. So we don't know how that might affect the players, and we hope that it doesn't cause anything crazy. And Titans are first to take the field, and next is the Buena Vista Bison. It seems that the Titans will start out with the ball here in the first half. Correction, it is the Buena Vista Bison that will be starting off the match with the ball. And the game has started with Buena Vista passing it back, starting to play back on the ball, trying to make the Titans come towards them to try and give themselves some advantage. And it goes out of bounds. Buena Vista has to throw it in now. And he throws it upfield. And it's back out of bounds. It's probably an effect of the wind. Titans have possession of the ball. And Wright throws it in, throws it into Kershka. And Buena Vista takes control, and it goes out the back. And sets up a goal kick for James. He passes it over, and passes it up to Skogerbo. They pass it up, and it goes out of bounds. Which now gives Buena Vista control of the ball, and they throw it in. And it's intercepted by Titans, but then it goes right back out of bounds. Very defensive controlled game here so far, and Buena Vista throws it in. Buena Vista starting to move down the field. Over midfield. Oh, Buena Vista starting to make a move, and it's a cross up. Do it gets into a little bit of a scuffle, and it goes out of bounds. And Buena Vista has the ball again, and he throws it in. Do it trying to get it. Control. Highlock gets tripped up. Do it. Tries to take a pass to Do it, and it goes out of bounds. Buena Vista has control. They throw it in bounds. And is it up in the air? And it's going back towards the goalie with Buena Vista trying to make a move, and James with the stop. Brody Anderson boots it downfield, and then they pass it to Do It, who's trying to make a move, and Buena Vista kicks it out the back of the. Looks to set up a corner kick with Darnold trying to kick it in. See what happens. And it hits the goal. And Buena Vista kicks it straight downfield with Wright back there to intercept it. And Buena Vista has control, and they call a penalty. A little confused on when to start the ball, but they're going to be starting it with Kershka, who passed it over to Jackson, who tries to move it upfield. Lambrecht has the ball now, and they pass it back, and Buena Vista boots it downfield with the Titans trying to recover. And they kick it over to James, who boots it downfield, right back into Buena Vista territory. And then they hit it back. Titans are trying to remain in control of this game at this point. And they're passing it upfield, making great movement. And Skogerbo about to get boxed out, but they pass it back in. And it's a shot, and it's kicked out. Which will then set up a corner kick for the Papillion La Vista South Titans. And the man kicking it in will be Drew Darnold. Trying to get a maybe better kick from the last time. And he winds up. It makes the kick. And Buena Vista got it. But then it's Skogerbo who passes back to Darnold. And he gets pickpocketed, and it goes out of bounds. With Buena Vista now with possession of the ball. And Buena Vista throws it in. And they boot it downfield. With Kershka trying to get it. And he winds up tripping another player, which winds up knocking the ball out of bounds. Which gives Buena Vista great position in Titan territory. Set up a kick in. Buena Vista takes a kick, and Buena Vista passes it back, passes it in, it goes into Titan territory. The Titans try and pass it forward, trying to regain momentum. Skogerbo trying to intercept it. Hylock runs it out of bounds, with Buena Vista trying to get the ball in as fast as they can get it. And they throw it in. And Titans intercept. Oh, but Buena Vista gets the ball back, and it is stopped by James. Titans have been trying to keep them out of the goal box this entire game, and they've been doing a pretty good job of it. And then they pass it over to Wright. Wright passes to Skyless. A great movement with the ball from the Titans, and they're just trying to push the ball downfield as much as they can get it. It's up, and it goes out of bounds after a great stop by Buena Vista. Buena Vista has been doing a great job of stopping all momentum that the Titans are building. And it goes out of bounds after a throw-in from Buena Vista, which then gives Buena Vista the ball again. And the Buena Vista throws it in. And it's intercepted by the Titans. And it's stopped by Buena Vista. They pass it over to Anderson. Kicks it back over to Skyless. Slikus. And Buena Vista is trying to just get it out of their own territory. And Buena Vista makes a deep pass, but it's a little too far, and it's stopped by James. They pass it in. Titans still remain in control with the ball. They pass it upfield. Titans making a move. And it's intercepted by Buena Vista. Buena Vista pass it back to their goalkeeper, who almost passed it back to the Titans. And wow. This is a very physical and defensive game so far. And Titans have gained possession, and they're trying to move the ball. And, it's almost a goal from the Titans, but Buena Vista's goalkeeper gets there right on time. Almost a costly error from Buena Vista. And, man, the Titans really could have used that here in the first half. And here we go. Titans regain control of the ball, and they pass it. As they pass it over to Oliver Lambrecht. And Titans remain in control after a great boot out. They pass it over, and it's going to go out of the back. Now it sets up a goal kick for Buena Vista. The Titans really need to start pushing to the box. They've been doing a great job of it, but Buena Vista's defense is really unstoppable at this point in time. And they set up the goal kick. And the goalkeeper boots it downfield. And it's intercepted by the Titans. And Wright with the ball. He loses it to Buena Vista. Buena Vista looking for a big pass. And it is stopped. And it rolls out of bounds. Gives Buena Vista the ball back. Buena Vista goes to throw the ball in deep in Titan territory, and Titans block it out. And it's a deep kick, and it's caught by James, and he throws it down. And it's out of bounds. Buddy Anderson is being really smart this game, knowing when to kick the ball out and when not to. But it gives Buena Vista more and more opportunity to score. But Buena Vista kicks the ball downfield. Speaking of Anderson, he lets it roll out of the back. which sets up a goal kick. And he checks it over. Checks it over to Kershka. Right, had great movement on it till he called a penalty. And Buena Vista throws it in. Buena Vista remaining in control. But the Titans are trying to show something. Skogerbo almost got the interception there. But Anderson passes it upfield. Lambrecht passes it. Lambrecht passes it over to DeWitt. And he goes out of bounds. And Wright throws it in. Throws it straight. And they pass it over. Straight to Anderson. They pass it up, and Buena Vista stops it. Oh, and they made a great shot on the goal, but it's just stopped by the goalie. That goalie has had many blocks this game so far, and I feel like he could be in for a really big game if the Titans keep playing like this. Wow, he throws it straight to his teammate, and Buena Vista boots it downfield. Is very easily going to go out of the back of the field of play, which sets up the South Titans with the goal kick. Pass it up. Wright had possession of the ball, but it just slipped out and it goes out of bounds. Wright trying to stop. Number 6, Heilich, who's playing well with the ball. Skogerbo trying to get over there, but couldn't make it. Which still leaves Buena Vista deep in Titan territory, trying to make a play out of it. But that Titan defense is really great at this point in time. And there we go. And now we see the Titans start moving up the field. Skogerbo passes it to do it. Slikis has the ball. He kicks it out to Skogerbo, who hits it with a header. And Heilich passes it over to Anderson. It's almost a goal, but Buena Vista with another great stop right at the goal. I don't know how the Titans are going to score if their goalkeeper keeps playing like this. He is unable to let anything go by him today. He kicks it out. It's at midfield. Buena Vista passing it back, but just a little bit too much, and the Titans now have possession of the ball, and they boot it downfield. And Buena Vista has the ball again. And now with the ball, the Titans, Heilich making great movement with the ball. Now to do it. Great movement. And he passes back into the field of play. And it's over to Lambrecht. Lambrecht making great moves. And now it's just Anderson. And Anderson has the ball. And he passes over. Passes over to Heilich. Oh. And Jackson comes out of nowhere trying to make a move, but then Buena Vista interception just boots it downfield, trying to get it out of their own territory. And Titans trying to regain possession. But the Bisons are just forcing these plays down their throat. And then pass it over to Wright. Still in possession of the ball. Pass it over to Jackson. Passes over the field to Lambrecht. And it goes out of bounds. Lambrecht throws it in. Straight to Darnold. Darnold making a move. And he tries to shoot it. Could have went out of bounds, but the goalkeeper decided to stop it. The goalkeeper has been playing phenomenal today. Not letting anything get by him. And here we go, sets up the goal kick, and he boots it downfield. And Buena Vista, almost had control, but just lost it. And now Hylock has control of the ball. And he pushes it down. Do it. And it's a goal for the Titans.
Titan goal by number 7, Quentin DeWitt.
Quentin DeWitt with a great goal, great awareness, and he just had the great touch to get it into the goal. That'll be a crucial point for the Titans in this game, and I can already tell if Buena Vista keeps playing defense like they have been. That was a great goal from the Titans, and they really need to keep that up to win this game. That'll now give Buena Vista the ball back. And Buena Vista really needs to score to tie up this game with only 24 minutes left in the half. And he kicks it off. And Titans already trying to push Buena Vista into a situation they don't want to be in. And here we go, the Titans trying to gain control of the ball, but Buena Vista being really smart. And then DeWitt has the ball again, but just loses out of his possession. And Buena Vista, and they call up Buena Vista, and they decide to call it. And they decide to call a stop there. That was Titans were really playing great defense there against the Bison. He goes ahead and decides a little bit of confusion here on the field. They don't know if it's a kick in or what it is, but here we go. They call it a kick in. And Kriska here, and he boots it downfield. Straight into the box. The wind right there caught it. That would have been a great play if the wind didn't catch it. That is something here about Foundation Field. It is always windy. That is something that teams need to look out for. And Darnold in for a corner kick. Already had 2 of these this game. Looking to have a successful one here. And he kicks it in. And Buena Vista, great defense to get it out of there. Darnold passes it over. Titans with great movement, but Buena Vista kicks it out. Anderson gets put down to the ground. They decided to call a stoppage there. And they decided to kick it in. Anderson has the ball, and they call it a free kick. Anderson puts the boot on it, and there it goes. And it's caught by the goalie, who is still having a great game regardless of that one goal he gave up. And then he boots it down, and it goes right out of bounds. Titans throw it in. Straight. Titans. Anderson throws the ball down. Throws it to Lambert. Kicks it upfield. And Darnold has possession. He kicks it over, and Buena Vista decides to intercept. And there we go. Jude Anderson right now with the ball, who's a junior. And the goalkeeper with another stop. Here we go. Goalkeeper boots it downfield, trying to get it to center field, and it's caught in between the Titans and Buena Vista. And Titans boot it back upfield. Buena Vista trying to get it out, and goalkeeper decides to catch in. right in front of Elias Hernandez, who's a sophomore. Oh, wow. Decided to call stoppage. The Titans have really started playing great defense since that goal, and they really could use it here. And the Titans kick it upfield. Buena Vista trying to intercept. But Darnold is not allowing that to happen. And Buena Vista boots it back downfield. Buena Vista's playing great defense, and they shoot at the goal, but it's just stopped by the goalie. Here we go. And the goalkeeper boots it downfield. Titans trying to stop it. That's Cooper Barnes back there to stop it. And with the ball now is Brody Anderson. And Buena Vista steals the ball back. So they can't get the stop. Titans pass it upfield. And they boot it downfield to DeWitt. And he has the ball again. The man who scored a goal before. Pass it in. Oh, and it's just stopped by the goalie. Almost a crucial error by Buena Vista to kick it into their own goal. But that's a great stop by the goalkeeper. And here he goes, walking out, looking to roll it to his teammate. Would have been a big goal here for the Titans. But they pass it to Slikis. They pass it back upfield. Darnold in control of the ball. Darnold shoots for the goal, but it's just stopped by the goalie. And Buena Vista boots it downfield. It's intercepted by the Titans, but it's still up in the air. And Titans make a pass. And they're playing great offense right now. Need to keep this momentum going if they want to score here. And Buena Vista intercepts and trying to stop all momentum that the Titans can build. And Titans pass it back. Jude Anderson had the ball. And Elias Hernandez passes it back to Jude. And Slakis has the ball. And Jude Anderson. And Adrian Guzman do it with the ball, and it goes out of the back, just out of the field of play. Man, Buena Vista had a great defense there, trying to force DeWitt into a place he did not want to be, and it looks like he might be injured on the field. You can only hope that he's okay. And he is standing, so it does seem that he might be all right. And Darnold passes the ball in. And they shoot at the goal. And it's just over the top. And now sub-outs for Titans and Buena Vista. That was a great first half of the starters. If they can keep this up, they might very well win this game. But you never know with this sport. The goalie's back there with a goal kick. And they tell him he's ready for the kick. He's looking for a big kick. And he shoots it downfield. And it's sent back by the Titans, and it goes straight out of bounds. Leo Kreigler is in the game. Who's there with the ball. Buena Vista throws it in. It's intercepted by Kriska. It's up to Elias Hernandez, who passes it back. Passes over to Jude Anderson. Back to Hernandez. And he's trying to play it out, but he hits it to Buena Vista, who knocks it out of bounds. So now Titans remain in possession of the ball. Jude Anderson throws it in. For Adrian Guzman had the ball, and he lost it. Number 20. And Christian Campbell had the ball, but he gets knocked down. Titans have possession. It's Anderson, who's going to be kicking it off. Anderson boots it downfield. Close to the ball. Oh, and Titans tried to make a move on it, but it just got out of their reach, so the goalkeeper decided to take it. And he boots it back downfield. Titans are playing great defense, but need to start pushing again on offense, because Buena Vista is not letting any momentum get by them. Here we go. There we go. Titans get tripped up a little bit. And it's Hernandez who has the ball all by himself. He passes it back. Back trying to make a play. Trying to let the play develop, and he boots it downfield, and it's caught by the goalie. They're saying nuh-uh to any of those crazy goals today. And he passes it over to his teammate. He's trying to make a move. And the Titans intercept it. And Hernandez has the ball. Hernandez needs to pass back and make a move, which he decides to do. Titans are trying to make something like magic here. And Anderson has the ball, and he kicks it back in. And it goes right by his teammates, and it goes straight out of bounds. Again, the wind is a big factor here, folks. Buena Vista has possession of the ball. No, it's Titans, correction. They throw it in, and Buena Vista intercepts it. Oh, and it bounces right over their heads and it's passed back to Titans. And Anderson has the ball all by himself right on the line. And now Buena Vista has control. And Titans trying to fight it back, but Buena Vista making a move downfield. And oh, it's just by his teammate, but no, he recovers. And it goes straight out the back of the field of play. Wow, the Bison were really trying to make a play there, and they almost made something happen, but just a little unlucky. Now it sets up a corner kick for them though, which could change the game if they score here. The Bison seem to be ready, and they kick it in. And it's just not good enough. And Titans remain in control, and they pass it back, try to pass it upfield, and it goes out of bounds. And Buena Vista throws it in. The Titans have really never lost control of this game up to this point, like even to this point. And Buena Vista really needs to do something to try and shift that momentum. And that was not something that they needed. But James rolls it upfield. Anderson. Buena Vista trying to make a move back to Anderson. And Kreigler has the ball. Christian Campbell all by himself. And he kicks it straight into Buena Vista, and it goes right out of the back of the field of play. Man, that sets up another corner kick for Buena Vista. They're just looking for a miracle here on the corner kick to try and tie the score back up. They're setting up for the kick. Here we go. They seem to be ready. And he lines it up. Kicks it. And it's just over his teammates. And it goes out to the side of the field. It's Anderson with the ball. Anderson and Kriska seem to be trying to make something happen here. He chucks it deep downfield. And, ooh. And Morgan Mack tries to make a play out of it. It's right back to Kreigler. Oh, and it goes out of bounds. Buena Vista still in Titan territory, trying to make something happen. Buena Vista trying to make a move. Titans need to shut him down here. Correction on my previous statement. It's Kriegler. Down the field by Kriegler. Kriegler has the ball and he passed it over. Oh, and Titans trying to make a move down the field still. Buena Vista boots it back into the pitch. Oh wow, that was a really good kick. Anderson and Mack trying to make a move. Mack all alone. Titans trying to keep the ball in a place where they can control. And they make a shot at the goal, and it's just deflected by the Bison. Their goalkeeper is not letting anything by him today, and now the Titans and Bison start subbing out with 9 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first half. Darnold. Correction. Irwin with the kick in. With the corner kick. And it's just stopped by Buena Vista. The Bison. And now it's back to Anderson, who passed it back upfield. Passed it back upfield to Irwin. And Kriegler. Anderson throws it into Hernandez by the looks of it. Trying to make a move. They pass it back, trying to make a play back to Campbell. And Buena Vista had possession for a moment, but it all slipped away. Now it's back to Campbell. Back to Highlock. Sorry. And the Titans throw it back in, trying to make a move. And the Bison decide to boot it back down, trying to stop all momentum from the Titans, which they've really struggled to do. And now Anderson, with sole possession of the ball, who passes it up. And now Titans are trying to make a move, but too many Bison. And Buena Vista has control, and they let the ball roll out. It's great moves there by the Titans, but the Bison defense is just too strong today. Christian Campbell. Now in control is Bennett Barna. Bennett Barna with the ball. He passes over to Campbell. Passes up the field to Mack. And they shoot at the goal, but the goalie is still there. That is a looming threat for the Titans. Their goal, that Bison's goalkeeping play is impenetrable. Here we go. Titans still trying to force their way back over to Buena Vista territory. And Anderson had the ball, but it causes a foul, which changes possession. Which could be big here for the Bison if they use it right. And now Bison trying to pass it downfield. Wow. Campbell with the ball. Pass it over to Barna, and they pass it back to Campbell. They start trying to push upfield. Anderson with the ball. And Krischka still has not get subbed out of the game, is doing dividends back there on the defensive end. And Highlock still out on the field, playing great. Oh, now at least the Titans with possession of the ball. And Krischka back there by himself. Campbell passing it, trying to get it forward. And Campbell running for the ball. And it's Anderson. Pass back to Highlock. Pass it over, trying to score. Dewitt went for a second one of the game. Correction, it was Kriegler. And the Titans go ahead and score a goal to set up a lead of 2-0. The Titans were trying to set something up here in the first half that the Bison cannot reach in the second half. Morgan Mackey there. Buena Vista.
Great assist by Leo Kriegler.
Buena Vista with the ball needs to try and get some momentum going into the second half. 5.5 minutes left. Need something. And they're passing it around. Passing a little close to the goal. The Titans hit it forward. Trying to just get it back into the Bison's box. And Wright had the ball. Kicks it out. Buena Vista now in control. Buena Vista trying to make a move. The Bison boot it downfield and it just goes out of bounds. Which will leave the Titans in possession of the ball. She threw it in. The Titans passing it back into their own zone, which is where and they need to get out of there because that's where the Bisons need to be at this point. Pass it over to Wright. Wright trying to make a move upfield. Skogerbo back in the game. And that Titan defense trying to stop any momentum. And Skogerbo is there, but he misses it. And the Buena Vista Bison kick it straight to the Titans. Skogerbo almost had possession, but just missed it. And they boot it downfield to try and just get it out of the way. Titans are now set up with a free kick. Titans set up a free kick and they boot it towards the goal, trying to knock it in, trying to set up the lead of 3. But no, the Buena Vista goalkeeper still playing impenetrable defense at this point in time, which sets up a Titan corner kick. I can't make out who's making the kick, but he boots it in and moves, trying to move the ball. Titans just trying to get the ball back into possession and back in a position where they want it. And here we go. They're in the box, and the Buena Vista boots it, trying to kick it out. Buena Vista tries to pass forward, gets it to the Titans. And the Bison try and knock it forward, and it goes out of bounds, which gives the Titans possession of the ball back. And it's Anderson with the ball. Anderson passed it upfield, but it gets intercepted by the Bison. It's Skogerbo. Passes up to Highlock, and he kicks it, and it goes straight over the goal. Which sets up another goal kick from the Bison. And they boot it downfield. And Titans trying to force it back upfield. Kriegler passes it back to Wright. Pass it back to Kriska. Pass it over to Darnold by the looks of it. And passes to Slikus, who kicks it upfield, and it almost goes in, but the goalkeeper's there to defend it again. And it's Darnold over there with a corner kick. There have been many corner kicks so far this game, and he boots it over.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute left in the half, and the Titans kick it straight through the uprights, right over the goal. And the goalkeeper from Buena Vista boots it downfield, trying to keep it alive. Titans are just trying to run the clock out by the looks of it. And Titans there to shut down any momentum from Buena Vista, and he dribbles it out of bounds. Kriska throws it out of bounds. This Titan team has been playing outstanding so far. Hylock had possession of the ball. He lost it. Now it's in Buena Vista's hands. Or in possession, I mean. Now they're counting down the seconds in Buena Vista, and Titans have it. And now we go into halftime. With a great performance from the Titan offense, the Bison need to try and show some defensive prowess and more offensive prowess here in the second half to have any chance of this game. And we'll be back with you. We're back with the second half of this great game. If you missed the first half, the Titans are now up 2-0 after a great offensive performance, and the Buena Vista Bison need to find a way to recover from that. But they have been playing great defense with great goalkeeper play, other than those two slip-ups with the goals. And we are officially back. And as we see, the Titans are just getting some warm-up reps in. And the Bison are still wrapping up their huddle. In this second half, the Bison really need to focus on trying to get the ball more downfield and make more shots at the goal. They really didn't take that many here in the first half, which they really need to start doing. They need to start attacking more offensively. The Titans have really showed some holes in their defense that that Buena Vista can really exploit. And right now they're going through their last-minute huddles, last-minute pep talks, trying to get ready for the second half. It's 40 minutes for the Bisons in between defeat or maybe even a victory if they can force it out. And the Titans really just need to keep their foot on the gas and try not to stop. They really need to just keep attacking. Don't let any pressure slip through, and they really just need to command the ball, and they just need to show that they are in charge of this game. Here we go. Roy Skogerbo seems to be the one kicking it back. And they're just going through last-minute things, last-minute checkups, trying to get things ready. And here we go. And the Titans and Roy Skogerbo passes it back, and the Titans already attacking downfield, not giving up any time, already commanding this game. And they already have it in the box, and it was really close to out of bounds. And the Titans pass it back to Anderson, who shoots at the goal, and it's stopped by the goalie, which is something he's been doing consistently all night long. and he rolls it over to his teammate. And the Titans are instantly there, and Anderson trying to clamp it up. Campbell boots it back upfield. Skogerbo trying to get up there and stop it, but he just can't reach it. Davis Sparks over on the field now. And Bennett Barna had possession of the ball. Roll it back over. And it goes out of bounds. Titans already executing that game plan of just trying to keep the ball in their own possession. But Buena Vista just tried to make a move on it, but just couldn't get out of reach of Cole Kershka, Parker Hylock, who decided to force it out of bounds. And the Bison throw it upfield. Had Titan defense already looking unstoppable like it did last half. And do it. Who scored last half, trying to do it again. Titans making big moves. They boot it back upfield. To do it. Do it in great possession. They lose it to Buena Vista, who then lose it back to the Titans, and then they kick it out of bounds. Titans now are going to be able to throw the ball in, and they're just trying to keep the ball in their own possession, which is something they've been really good at doing so far this half. Here he goes, and he boots it upfield, and it's stopped by the Bison. The Bison are trying to move it. The Bison booted upfield, and it's stopped. Who looks to be Campbell, and then they pass it back. And Campbell has the ball again, all by himself, and he kicks it upfield. The Bison are really just trying to get downfield, but Campbell is not letting that happen. Skogerbo just gets headed over. And oh wow, the Titans making another push towards the goal, but then Buena Vista kicks it out again, which is something they've been really good at doing, shutting down momentum the second it starts to build. They boot it upfield, and it rolls out of bounds. Oh wait, it almost rolls out of bounds, excuse me. Titans trying to just keep the ball moving, no matter what. And they pass it over to Anderson, who has been playing great all game. And they try and pass it towards the goal, but they can't do it. And they give it back to Anderson. And they pass it over. Oh wow, and do it trying to make a move. No, Buena Vista's trying to stop everything. Roy Skogerbo shoots for the goal, but it's just stopped. Again, the goalie's just trying to keep the ball, doing everything in his power to stop the Titans from scoring. And he's been doing really good at it, but then he boots it downfield. Another thing that we've gotten used to him doing is booting it downfield. But then the Titans and the Bison trying to force it together, and it just goes out of bounds. Bison have possession of the ball, and they throw it in. Titans instantly trying to regain possession, and then they call a penalty there, and they just stop it. They hand possession over to the Bison, and they kick it in. And they're making moves. Look, and here comes the Bison, trying to just do anything in their power to get rid of the Titans from stealing it, but they can't stop this time. And they pass it up, but then Buena Vista steals it again. But now just do it with the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Titans were trying to make a good offensive move, but the Buena Vista defense starting to show how dominant it was for the first few minutes of the last half. And here we go. Titans trying to make moves to Anderson. And he boots it upfield to do it, trying to get there in time, but just can't do it and lets it roll out of bounds. And then And the Bison throw it in, trying to just move it around, trying to keep it out of Titan possession. And almost a defensive stop there, but no. Titans had the ball for a second, and then they lost it to the Bison once again. And here we go. Titan do it with the ball, and do it just slips, and decided to call it there because of a trip. And Cole Krischka with the ball, he kicks it in, and the Titans have it back again. Who pass it over to Campbell. He come back to Anderson, and then over to Hylock. And they kick it out of bounds. That was Bennett Barna there that kicked it out. Really smart play there by the Titans. And then Buena Vista throwing it in. It's Parker Hylock with the ball now. It's Drew Darnold, but then Buena Vista intercepts. And Bennett Barna trying to get over there and steal the ball, but he's throwing it in now. And he throws it over to Darnold. And they try and kick it upfield to Skogerbo. Darnold passes over to Anderson. And Anderson with sole possession of the ball, all by himself. And they just pass it back to Darnold, who then kicks it over. And it happens to and they decide to call it. They decide to stop it there. Buena Vista still gaining control of the ball every way that they can. And here they go, about to boot it downfield. He shoots it down. And straight into Titan territory. But too many Titans there to make any moves on it. And Parker Hylock had the ball for then Skogerbo. And Campbell. And then Buena Vista now has the ball, trying to make a move. But then it's Anderson over there to shut that down. But Buena Vista's right back with it. And here we go. And Krischka booted it upfield to do it. Do it, passes it back. Would be really smart from the Titans, knowing when to pass it back, knowing when to make moves, knowing when to play it safe. And they pass it over. Oh, and Buena Vista tries to kick it out. And they kick it upfield, and it's straight to the goalie with another stop from the goal. Here he goes. And he decides to punt it downfield. And it's stopped by Campbell. And oh wow, Buena Vista trying to make a move, but Campbell there to shut it down. Oh wow, Buena Vista! And they go straight over the goal. They could have really used some momentum, could have really used a goal there with all that momentum that they had built. But here we go. Titans now back in sole possession of the ball. Slikis passes up. They pass it over to Do It. Do It just slips again. Starting to become a more common occurrence than not. And then Bison's boot it downfield. Keep it in bounds, though. And Krischka had the ball with him, but Buena Vista trying to take it, and oh! Buena Vista decided to tackle Christian Campbell, excuse me. And they pass it over to Brody Anderson. Trying to make a move. He passes it upfield. Straight to Parker Hylock, who then gives it to Skogerbo. Has it back. Not the best pass, but still good enough. Anderson with the ball. Kicks it upfield. And Do It. It's Skogerbo. Oh, wow. Oh, and it's tripped. And Parker Hylock gets tripped. Which will give the Titans possession of the ball back. And they tried to jump the gun and try to keep the ball moving. And Brody Anderson setting up for a free kick. Got Campbell behind him. Slike is off to the side. We're seeing some players. We're seeing some plays set up here. And he kicks it straight towards the goal. And it's in! And it's a free kick goal for the Titans, which sets up a 3-0 lead. Brody Anderson with a great assist there. With a great free kick, that sets up an even bigger lead.
By number 7, Quentin DeWitt.
And that's Quentin DeWitt's second goal of the game. One more and he has a hat trick, which I never thought I'd see in a high school game. But here we go. It starts Buena Vista off with the ball, and he passes it back. And Titans already going for the offensive again, wasting no time. Already trying to get the ball back and already trying to dominate. And here we go. And Anderson with the ball boots it straight up field, trying to get it back in possession of their high-speed scores. DeWitt and Skogerbo. They pass it back to Darnold, who passes it over to Anderson, who kicks it upfield, just trying to keep the ball in play. Passes up to Sparks, who loses possession of the ball. Anderson trying to sprint back and get it. Sparks here trying to fight back. And they boot it over to Darnold. Darnold in possession. Darnold trying to make a move here. Darnold has been playing great soccer today, trying to just take control of the game at any and all points. They pass it back to Kershkov, but then they decided to stop it because of trippage. And Buena Vista almost had a great play there set up. And they have Brody Anderson with the ball now. And Brody Anderson boots it upfield to Darnold. And Skogerbo there by himself, showing great speed, trying to just... Oh! And he takes a shot at the goal, but the goalie blocks it. Great skills from the goalkeeper tonight. And when he punts it out, it goes straight out of bounds. The Titans have really been trying to just build that lead every second that they can. They are just trying to make it to where Buena Vista has no chance of recovery, and they are doing a pretty good job at doing it. Controlling the game for almost half the second, almost half of this half. And now Buena Vista in control, just trying to make something happen, but they lose it, and it goes out of bounds. The Bison really need something here to just kind of give them a push towards a push in a good push in a good direction, because they really have had nothing going right for them so far in this game. But here we go. And they throw it in, but they decided nobody was ready for it, so they decided to restart it. It's a very defensive powered game at the start, but right now it's looking like a Titan blowout. And here we go. Had to pass it back. Campbell in possession. Passes over to Anderson. Passes forward. And now it's just Hernandez who got subbed in. And Hernandez in sole possession, but he gets tripped. Tripped when it was just him with the ball, and he seems to be slightly injured. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Man, before that, the Titans have been in great possession on the offensive front, and they have been almost unstoppable when it comes to being in Buena Vista territory and trying to score a goal. Wait, and that sets up a penalty kick for the Titans. They have Cole Kriska taking the penalty kick here. This could set up a 4-0 lead for the Titans. Excuse me. Here we go. Just trying to make sure everyone's ready. This could be a big turning point for the Bison if they miss it and they take control. Here we go. I don't know what the delay is, but it gives plenty of time for both teams to think about what they're going to do. It gives Kriska plenty of time to think about where he's going to shoot. And there he goes. And it's in! It's a 4-0 lead for the Titans. Wow, that's really unfortunate for the Bison. Cole Kriska there with a great penalty kick and just a minor slip up by the goalie, and it sets up a very difficult lead for his team to come back from. And here we go. And Buena Vista in control. Pass it downfield. Oh, and Titans can't be there to stop it. But man, they are just trying to keep that ball in their own possession, not trying to let Buena Vista get any wiggle room. Anytime there's any room for success, they are right there to shut down all momentum. And here we go. The Titans are going to be. Titans are subbing out. And Buena Vista trying to kick the ball in. Here we go. Titans are subbing out. Can't tell who they're bringing in at the moment. And Buena Vista kicks it in, and it goes right back out of bounds. And Titans back in possession of the ball, which is what they really need to keep doing at this point. Just keep in possession, letting the time run out. Don't let anything come out of this. And it's pass to Campbell. And Campbell trying to move it upfield. Campbell kicks it upfield, trying to make a pass, but it's intercepted by Bison. And the Bison let it roll out of bounds. And here we go. Titans throw it instantly upfield to Hernandez, and Hernandez just can't get it to the ground off that shoulder. And Parker Hylock was in possession of the ball, and they lost it. Now it's Davis Sparks who set up the free kick. Cole Kriska, who, as we just saw, scored a penalty kick, here to try and set up some great position here for the Titans. And pass it down. Pass it down to Darnold. Anderson. The Titans are trying to get it back upfield, but are letting it slip just a little bit. And they really cannot give up much room to Buena Vista. And here we go. The Titans shoot it downfield, and it's blocked by the goalkeeper. Again, other than the times he's made a few errors that gave up goals, he is really good when it comes to making sure nothing gets into the net behind him. And they have. He sets up a corner kick for the Titans with Elias Hernandez over to kick it in from the corner, and he boots it in. And it sets up another Titan goal. 5-0 for the Titans. And this seems like a deficit Buena Vista might not be able to come back from, but you never know.
Titan goal by number 11, Elias Hernandez.
Correction on the man with the assist. It's Elias Hernandez, not Elias. Please excuse me. But here we go. The Bison really need just anything at this point to get themselves back into this game potentially. But that does not help them, kicking it straight out of bounds, giving it back to the Titans. They really cannot afford to keep giving the Titans possession of this ball. And they throw it in. Buena Vista. The Titans still have possession. By the look of it, it's Parker Hylock who just passes over to Brody Anderson, but then he gives it up to Buena Vista. And Christian Campbell trying to sprint down. And he passes it back over to James, who boots it back upfield, who really hasn't had much to do in the second half. Oh, but Titans kick it back upfield. Buena Vista with the interception. Buena Vista just trying to make something out of nothing here. Here we go. It's Charlie Jackson who had possession of the ball there for a moment. Now it's back to Brody Anderson, who really has had a great game thus far. He passes up the field to Skogerbo. Skogerbo takes it out of bounds, which gives Buena Vista some pretty decent field position and on a side of the field that they really need to be on. And oh wow, Charlie Jackson had the ball and he kicks it back to James, who passes it straight over to Campbell. Kicks it upfield. Titans still in possession of the ball. It's Parker Hylock with it right now. And they call, and whistles start blowing. He kicks it up to Lathan Wright. And here we go. This is a situation that Buena Vista really needs just something. Oh, and there's an injury on the field that we missed. Number 16 from Buena Vista. Seems to be stretching it out. Maybe it's just a cramp or a little tweak to something in his leg. We really hope he's okay, because you never want to see anybody get hurt. And he's standing, needing a little assist from his teammates to walk, but it is really inspiring to see him walk. Man, the Bison really need something right now. They really do need anything to keep them going in this game. This is definitely a situation where they cannot give up any more goals, any more offensive plays from the Titans. They cannot give it up. They need to put their foot down on the gas, and they need to start dominating on offense. Because at this point in the game, if they don't soon, then it might be out of reach. Was taking time out, trying to find a sub. Titans decide to sub out Roy Skogerbo and Parker Hylock while they're waiting. Titans are in very good position right now, and they try to make a pass back to try and set up something further down the field, but it just slightly goes out of bounds, which they really cannot afford, especially where the Bison are now. They really cannot be giving up that position if they don't want to cause any more goals. But Buena Vista tries to shoot on the goal, and I'm guessing the wind might have just caught it at a bad angle, and it flung it straight upfield. Buena Vista tries to shoot it in, but it's stopped by James. James rolls it over to Campbell. Passes it over to Anderson. Anderson passes it back up to Campbell, who boots it upfield, but it's stopped by Buena Vista. Back to Campbell. Campbell kicks it back upfield, and it's intercepted again by the Bison. The Bison are really good at intercepting the ball right when it starts, but right when they start getting close to the box, that's where the Bison can't keep up. But Hernandez, they pass it up to Hernandez, and it just goes out of bounds. It's Anderson, throws it into Hernandez, and the Bison intercept it. Adrian Adrian Guzman. Oh. And they throw it over the Lathan Wright, but he just slips down. The Titans are just trying to make a play out of anything. Christian Campbell over to Lathan Wright. Up to Morgan Mackey. Over to Cooper Barnes, who has the ball, who lost it to the Bison. Hernandez. Out to Jude Anderson. Oh, and Hernandez kicks it straight to the Bison. And then Buena Vista kicks it straight downfield, trying to set up some momentum for their offense, but they just can't get down there in time. And the Titans booted back upfield, but Buena Vista trying to send it right back. Christian Campbell kicks it upfield. Buena Vista still in control. Titans, though, Titans decide to trip him. Morgan Mackey tripped a Buena Vista player, which decided to give them a ball. And they decided to give them the ball. And it boots them downfield. And the Buena Vista kicks it right out of bounds. Which gives Elias Hernandez, throws it straight down. Jude Anderson was there. Brody Anderson. Hernandez. Jude Anderson there trying to make a play. He passes up to Adrian Guzman, who passes it upfield, but it's just not enough. It's just too far. There we go. Goalie has the ball again, trying to make a move, and he boots it downfield straight to one of his teammates, but it's intercepted by Brody Anderson, who has been doing great. And it passes over to Jude Anderson, and he shoots at the goal, and it's just deflected, and it hits the crossbar of the field goal post. That was a really deep shot by Jude Anderson, and it almost went in, but the goalkeeper just got his hand up to it. Hernandez back over with another corner kick for the Titans. Titans have shown great skill when it comes to the corner kick, and they have possession, but Buena Vista just kicks it out, and the Titans try to boot it right back in, but Buena Vista's defense in that situation is just outstanding. Buena Vista boots it upfield. Campbell and another man, and there you go. It's a push off by Campbell. Shoving, which gives the ball to Buena Vista. And here we go. Looks like a free kick for Buena Vista, which could be a very big deal if they perform it right. Seems like they're just taking some time to talk it over and to just figure things out. Trying to get everyone in position. This is a really crucial moment for the Bison. With only 17 minutes left in the game, they really need something here. They really need it. Here we go. Ref decides to blow the whistle. And here we go. Setting up the free kick. Seems to be number 20 from Buena Vista. And he kicks it in. And it's stopped by the Titans. Campbell, boots it back. And Titans set it up. Hernandez, goalkeeper, boots it back upfield, trying to get it back into play of the Bison. It's just stopped. It's just stopped from rolling out of bounds. And they're really close to the line. Titans really able to control right now. Here we go. Passing it upfield. Passes to Jude Anderson. Passes to Hernandez. And Hernandez trying to keep control of the ball, but it's really difficult with that many Bison defenders on him. But they decided to call it because he tripped. Because one of the Bisons seems to have tripped. Walking with a little bit of a limp. Sets up another kick for the Bison. And he boots it upfield. They loses possession straight to the Titans. He passes it upfield. Morgan Mackey. He passes the ball. Back to Mackey. Anderson has the ball and he slips. There we go. Christian Campbell tries to make a pass, but pass it straight to the Bison. And he slides in and he steals it back. And Brody Anderson now has possession of the ball. He passes up to Hernandez. And then passes straight to Barnes. Barnes in possession, and Buena Vista decides to boot it out, which sets up another corner kick for the Titans. Another one from Hernandez. Oh no, it's not Hernandez taking it this time. Change it over to Jude Anderson, the junior defender, and he kicks it over. And and Buena Vista shoots it straight over to their goalie, almost making him miss it though. I think Christian Campbell passed it over. Pass it over to Kriegler, excuse me. Here we go. The Titans trying to make a move. Bison's trying to shut it down. It's Adrian Guzman with the ball. And the Bison booted straight back downfield. Straight back to Campbell. And here we go. Titans trying to make a move, but Bison let it roll out the back, so it turns into a goal kick. As the time dwindles down, you gotta think, when are the Bison gonna go and make a big goal, gonna go make a play looking for a goal? Because they really have not been trying that, have really not made much momentum trying to make it to a goal in this second half. And he boots it downfield after the goal kick. Titans already get the ball back, but Bison already trying to force it back upfield. It's intercepted by Campbell. Davis Sparks, had the ball there for a moment by the looks of it. And Jude Anderson slips. They pass it back to Caden Irwin. Cooper Barnes with the ball. Barnes and Irwin trying to figure something out. Irwin all by himself. And here we go. And Irwin just couldn't keep it in. But Barnes trying to make something happen. Jude Anderson here trying to do something, but it's stopped by the goalie. The goalkeeper boots it back downfield, and it's stopped by the Bison. Stopped it from going out of bounds. And oh wow, they're trying to make a push, but the Titans are right there, and they force it out of bounds. Which now leaves the Bison in possession of the ball. But looks like they're setting up a free kick. This is a big moment for the Titans. Might sound like a broken record, but that's how it's starting to seem. They really need anything and everything that's given to them. But James right there from a great free kick from the Bison, right there to stop it though. And he boots it back upfield. A great punt off the goalie. Jude Anderson tried to make a play, but the goalkeeper just there to stop it. Titans are showing great speed here in the first half. That's what I'm thinking they have over the Titans. And the Titans shoot, but they just miss. That would have been a rude awakening to go down 6-0 for the Bison. But here we go. It sets up a goal kick from the Bison. Buena Vista really needs something. And they boot it downfield. It's stopped by the Bison. Bison are now in possession. They pass it back. They kick it upfield, trying to make a play, but it's stopped by the Titans. Titans now in possession. Kick it back upfield. It's stopped by the Bison again. This is really something that the Bison have been good at doing. The moment that the Titans try kicking it upfield, they're right there to take it back. And here we are, the Bison trying to make a move. The Bison kick it, and it just goes out of bounds. That's sort of a goal kick for the Titans. They're taking is Darrell James. Darrell James back there, waiting for the signal to kick it. He kicks it upfield, straight to Barnes, who passed it. Pass it right up to. Pass it right ahead. Now with the ball, it's Caden Irwin who runs it out of bounds. Buena Vista now in possession. Buena Vista boots it upfield. Campbell trying to make something happen. Titans with great possession, great field position. Here he goes. That's Davis Sparks trying to speed up and get the ball there to try and go score another goal. Titans have the ball. He passed it over to the Guzman. Passed it upfield, but it rolls straight out of bounds, which seems to set up a goal kick for the Bison. Bison are in a very difficult spot. Kind of started to dig themselves a hole that they really can't get out of at this point. It doesn't seem like there's not much time left in this game. But I mean, you never know. You never know what could happen. And the Titans shoot, and it's just out of reach of the goalie, and he just misses. Sets up another goal kick for the Bison. Buena Vista has had more of these in this game than I think the Titans have had possessions in the box. Kicks it upfield. The Bison are downfield trying to make something happen, and it just goes out of bounds. Titans with another throw in. Pass over to Kriegler, excuse me. Skogerbo's back in the game. And Titans trying to make anything happen. Trying to shut down anything and Jude Anderson with the pickpocket. He moves it back upfield. It's stopped. Set up another free kick for Buena Vista, but they decide just to take a little check down pass. And he goes out of bounds. The Titans have really showed great defensive prowess here in the second half, and it's really done wonders against this Buena Vista offense that have just been trying to make a single move. Doesn't seem like they've been able to do much. Buena Vista trying to figure out something, and they throw it back in. Buena Vista loses the ball to the Titans, and the Titans boot it back upfield, and it just goes out of bounds. Which gives the Bisons another chance to do something on this possession. But never mind, correction, it's the Titans with the ball. Titans pass it back, trying to make something happen. Pass it over to Skogerbo. Skogerbo trying to move it around. And he shoots it up to Jude. Shoots it up to Anderson, and it's kicked out. He's out of the back of Kicked out of the back of the pitch. Wait. Called a penalty on one for what seemed to be some sort of conduct issue. I didn't see it, and they called a yellow card. I didn't see what happened there, but they just, I guess the referee decided. Excuse me, that was a red card, not a yellow. I didn't necessarily see anything that warranted a red card, but whatever the referee decides, that's final. They're just trying to figure out what's happening. Which seems to be a corner kick for the Titans for number 19, Caden Irwin. Regardless of the red card. Seems like they're finally getting ready for this corner kick, which the Titans have been really good at this game. So I would not be totally surprised to see another goal, but from like another assisted goal from Irwin. Oh, and he fakes him out. And there he goes. Whistle's blown, and he kicks it in. Buena Vista knocks it back into the midfield of play. And Bison let it roll out of bounds. Excuse me, the Titans knocked it out. So now it's the Bison now it's the Bison in control. And they're just making passes back and forth. Trying to wait for something to develop. And the Bison are running back. Bison passed it a good distance upfield. Passing off to the side. Looking for something. And they find an open man on the other side. He passed it back in. Almost a missed pass, which happened to turn out into an interception by Campbell by the looks of it. And now the Titans now have possession. Not much contention there in the midfield. And here we go. Sparks with the ball. Not much contention there. No, Sparks now has two defenders on him. Goes out of bounds. Skogerbo with the ball, kicks it right over the defender, but right into Bison defenders. Ooh, and the Titans just lose it there. Titans need to find Titans are finding some sort of defensive holes that they didn't know they had. James still back there as a great safety blanket, just in case something bad happens. Lathan Wright had the ball, and he loses it. It's back to Jackson. Jackson lets it run out of bounds. Waiting for something to happen. Waiting for a throw in from Buena Vista by the looks of it. And yes, it is. Bison waiting for the signal. And there they go. Now they're throwing it back. Bison let it roll out again. So now Titans back in control. Lathan Wright here to throw it in. He throws it into Jackson, who boots it upfield. Straight to Skogerbo. Skogerbo trying to use some speed to go and get it. And then he rolls out of, and Bison knock it out of bounds. Skogerbo with the throw in. Here we go. Caden Irwin kicks it across. And the Titans there to regain possession. Skogerbo with the ball now. and he kicks it up, and and the wind must have caught it, and it knocked it out of bounds, which sets up a corner kick. Must have seen some contact from the Bison that I missed. They have Caden Irwin over there to do a corner kick, and they boots it over. They just miss it. Oh, the Bison just trying to get it up and out of their own territory. Titans now have possession again. Let's pass it over to Campbell. Campbell kicks it across the field. Straight to Kriegler. And then Wright passes back to Jackson. Jackson passes up the field to Mackey. Mackey kicks it over. Great aggressiveness from the Titans offense. And the Bison regain control, and it goes out of bounds. Closing in on that final 2 minutes, folks. This game has really been a really one-sided affair. Campbell kicks it back up. Back into play of the offense. And Titans let it slip out underneath them. But it's intercepted by Wright. Wright trying to just trying to find a play. He passes it over to Mackey. Mackey passes over to Skogerbo. Skogerbo shoots, and it hits the crossbar again. It's all good. And it sets up another goal kick from the Bison. The Bison boot it downfield, and it's intercepted by the Titans. And Campbell back there to head it back into play. There it is with Irwin. And now it's Skogerbo with the ball. Mackey had the ball for a moment. And he boots it upfield, and it goes out of bounds. Off the back of the pitch. And now it's another goal kick for the Bison.
1 minute remaining.
As you just heard, 1 minute remaining in this game, in this match. Skogerbo just lets the ball go out. She gives the Titans time to throw it in. Here we go. Campbell. The Titans is really just trying to run the clock out. It's by the looks of it with the Titans. With the Bison. Just trying to keep it away. They pass it over. They pass it upfield. And straight to the goalie. Goalkeeper bumps it back upfield. Just straight to Skogerbo. Now it's Mackey with the ball. Mackey trying to make something develop.
9, 8,
Last 10 seconds.
6, 5, 4,
Titans have this one locked up.
2, 1.
And there you have it, folks. The Papillion La Vista South Titans beat the Buena Vista Bison 5-0 here at Foundation Field. The score might not show it, but this was another great game from the Titans. This is a great game with a very offensive dominated Titans. And thank you all for watching, and be safe.